Hello, I didn't see you there. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Look at Life Project. It's your girl, AWOL, Allison Crystal Mascarillo, the first, A to the L-O. Hello. However you know me, thanks for being here. I am so happy to see your faces, even though actually I don't see your face. I see the camera lens, and then over here is my face. Hey, cutie. Anyways, I'm still glad that you're here, even if I don't see your face. Draw a picture, send it to my P.O. box. I'm kidding, I don't have a P.O. box yet, but someday. We're back with another episode of Nope, that's what the channel's called. That's not what the episode is called. We're back with another episode of What's in the Mug? What's in the mug? And if you know, because you've been here before, welcome back. Glad you're here. You know that is the place where we like to talk about what's stirring around in my coffee mug, what I'm drinking this week, and also what's stirring around in my dome mug. What's going on up in here? What's in here? What's in here? On this channel, I like to make you laugh. I like to make you think. Hopefully, I like to do a little bit of both. If you are new here, thank you so much for being here. I welcome you to my channel. This is going to be a place where we can do good things by making people laugh, adding positivity to the world. Eventually, I want to crowdsource so that we can fund things when people are in need. I want to take care of other people. I'm going to start having guests on my channel where people are using their talents to do good things in the world, because this is a place of real fun. I'm not sure what I was going for there. This is a place of real positivity. I had dog hair on my lip. Not toxic, fake positivity that's like, you can just choose happiness whenever you want. I'm going to be real with you. Life is hard, but I'm also going to tell you, like, here's some things that make life good even when it's hard. But we're in the middle of a thing. I was going to talk about the thing that's going around that's making people sick, and some people will wear a mask and some people won't, so we'll probably never get rid of it. But I think if you say that word, YouTube won't share your video around, so I'm not going to say it. And people don't have jobs, like myself. I don't have a job. People are struggling and people are losing their loved ones. So I'm not going to come on YouTube and be like, oh, positivity, everything is great, everything's puppies and butterflies. Because some people don't even like puppies and butterflies, which, good luck. This is a place where you can escape, but not too far. Get away, but you can also come back without driving like a 30-minute detour. I want to talk to you about a new brewing method we've been using in my house, because for Christmas, my brother and my sister got us these amazing contraptions, coffee paraphernalia, items, things, thingamajigs. We've been making cold brew, and it's really delicious, and I'm excited to share it with you. So I'm going to show you a little bit of footage, and I'm going to talk to you about our cold brew. Let's get into it. That's one thing YouTubers say a lot, but then they also say stuff like, grab a snack, grab yourself a cup of tea. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so if it helps you to subscribe to my channel, if I tell you to go get a snack, heck, go get a snack. Grab yourself some Cheez-Its or some pistachios or some like bag of Doritos that your mom gave you in your Christmas basket. I already ate all mine. Whatever you need a snack on, go fetch it. I would recommend grabbing a cup of coffee, because that's what we're talking about here today. So let's talk about cold brew. What you need in order to make a perfectly beautiful, delicious, tasty cold brew in your house. You're going to need a mason jar. This mason jar comes with this really cool filter that fits perfectly into the mason jar. Here's the lid. You are going to take your coffee and put it in your coffee grinder. It's going to need to be a coarse grind, so same thing that we use for our French press in our Chemex, which we're going to be talking about in the next episode of What's in the Mug. We use that coarseness level to grind our coffee, because you don't want it super fine, otherwise it's going to be a lot of gunk at the bottom of your cold brew, and nobody likes cold brew gunk. If you do, Godspeed. Next, I'm going to put the grounds into the filter. I fill the water up to the line where the grounds are. Put the mason jar and the filter and the water and the coffee all together into the fridge. Let that sit for 2 days. after 2 days, which is the recommended amount of time. I mean, you can get it early if you don't like your coffee to be strong. After 2 days, take that baby out, transfer it to another mason jar so that you can continue making delicious cold brew. Next, grab your mason jar. Grab your chunks of ice, and if you're feeling really crazy, you can even add some oat milk. That's what I'm talking about. For my first 2 batches of cold brew, we used the coffee that we got for Christmas from my brother and my sister, and that is a place out of Denver, Colorado called Sweet Bloom. We tried first the Yirgacheffe Ethiopia, and it's a berry compote, pomegranate, and a rose natural process. So this one I really liked because I'm not usually a huge fan of the light roast, so you guys know this. But in the cold brew, the citrusy flavors didn't feel so the citrusy flavors didn't come across as so intense. Just something about the way that it is as an iced beverage versus a hot beverage. I really do like light roasts for an iced coffee. And then the next one we tried is a Rwanda. It's called Kanzu or Kanzu. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But it is hibiscus, apple jelly, and honey, and that's a washed process. If I had to guess, I would say this is maybe more of a medium roast. I brewed the same exact amount and I let it sit for the same amount of time, but it still tasted a little bit more weak. The other thing with this brew method is that you're supposed to do equal parts coffee and water, so it's supposed to be a concentrate. However, my husband and I really like our cold brew to be very strong, so we just do like the ice cubes, and sometimes if I'm feeling crazy, I'll do a little bit of oat milk. Play around with however much water you want, but again, I'm going to link below the mason jar coffee cold brew apparatus. Sweet Bloom is out of Denver, Colorado. If you want to get online and order some of their coffee, it's really delicious and it's really good for cold brew. Next up. So the next part of the video, the second half, is usually where I talk to you about what's happening here. And I don't mean like my hairstyle because I don't know how to do my hair. I mean like what have I been thinking about? And obviously it's resolutions, right? Because it's the beginning of a new year. We're 2 weeks in, and this is about the time when I usually quit. This year more than ever, I think we really needed a restart. We needed a fresh beginning. 2020 kind of kicked everybody in the teeth. And I know that some people are trying to be positive and like, I'm not going to say 2020 was a bad year because this happened and this happened. You're a liar. 2020 was not good. Stop trying to positive spin it. I'm just kidding. You can positive spin whatever you want. I'm drinking out of my new favorite mug. What do you know about Rose Apothecary? This is the time of year when everybody is gung-ho and they're like, starting January 1st, I'm going to give up soda. What? Starting January 1st, I'm going to exercise more. That's right, Nook the Crook. I'm getting my bells. Starting January 1st, I'm done with sweets. Done. What? Now for the rest of the video, you're going to see Oreos in my teeth. I don't know if that was worth the joke. Everybody is bound and determined to use this fresh start in a way that's going to change their life. But I think for a lot of people, when we set these resolutions for ourselves, we inevitably set ourselves up to fail, in my opinion. And I want to talk to you about some alternatives that I got from some of you guys. I'm going to start by reading you something from a website that I'm not going to tell you what it's called because it's about people who struggle with EDs, and I can't say that, I don't think. But I will link the website in my description below because I think it's a helpful resource and it's where I got this information. Resolution is a firm decision to do or not to do something. A goal is the object of a person's ambition or effort, an aim or a desired result. Goals provide direction to follow to achieve a desired outcome. Goals involve intention, setting, planning, preparing, and taking realistic action. I asked you guys on Facebook and on Instagram if you set resolutions, and for the majority, it was a resounding no. It is okay not to set resolutions. You don't have to set yourself up to try and achieve this year-long goal when that might not be realistic. And also, we're ever changing and evolving as people. And so my goals at the beginning of this year might be totally different at the end of this year. One person responded that the only New Year's resolution that they ever kept was giving up soda. One person responded that they don't usually set resolutions because then they fail and then they get really down on themselves. Just causes a lot of like insecurity or disappointment in ourselves. It's also important to set yourself up for success. So it's a balance of dreaming big and also being realistic. I really want to monetize this channel. One of the things that I need to do in order to make that happen is get to 1,000 subscribers. So what realistic goals can I set? I'm at 493, so it's not that far off base to think that I'd be able to reach 1,000 so that I can monetize my channel. But there are steps that I need to take. It's not an all or nothing. I'm going to give this up for the entire year. I'm going to go to the gym every single day for the entire year. And some people can do that, but it's also really okay to start small. Somebody sent me the response. I set goals rather than resolutions. Some are short term, some are long term. Some I want to accomplish this year, and others I want to accomplish this week. I really like to be organized and write things down. I write down weekly goals, monthly goals, and then I just keep track and keep myself in check. Another person said, I don't set resolutions or goals, but I do try to focus on a word or a habit to strive for in excellence. A lot of people actually told me that they have words that are their like theme of the year that they want to work on. 2 people that responded on Facebook also said that they focus on a word rather than trying to do a goal or set a resolution. Somebody else said, normally no, I don't set resolutions, but this year I want to be more of a creator than a consumer. We take in so much garbage from social media. I'm going to join in this person's goal because instead of just consuming and taking in and taking in and taking in, I want to be somebody who's pushing out creative things, pushing out positive things. I used to feel like I was wasting the new year if I didn't set a resolution because it was just like a part of the whole shebang. For me, I'm like really into tradition, so I want to count down, I want to kiss at midnight, I want all the things. Setting a resolution is a part of that. Make sure that you're dreaming really big, but that you're also being accountable. Make sure that you're being realistic, but you're not putting yourself in a box. You are not wasting the fresh start of the new year if you don't set a resolution. You're not wasting the fresh start of a new year if you fail at your resolution. You don't have to wait until 2022 because let's be real, this year could be another rough one. And if it is, you don't want to have to wait 362 more days or 365 if you failed on day 1 or however many days that you make it into your resolution. You don't have to wait until 2022 to start over. You get to be the decider of your beginning, your goals. You don't have to wait until a ball drops or a countdown happens or a calendar resets so that you can feel like you're able to attain the things that you want to achieve. So let's set some goals. Allow yourself to quit those resolutions if that's not for you. Allow yourself to fail because I think failing is how we learn, and resolutions are not set up to make you feel like you can learn from failure. They're set up to be like all or nothing. Either you can or you can't, and life just really doesn't work that way. Plus, I think it's a good time in life to give yourself a little bit of grace, but also to challenge yourself. There's a balance in everything. So if you have already failed your resolution, it's totally freaking fine. It's not about all or nothing, keeping it going, being perfect. It's about learning. It's about the process, learning about yourself, growing, becoming who you are over time through failure, changing your mind, quitting, not quitting. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, kids. Allow other people space to fail. Give people space to struggle, to mess up. Allow people to fail and learn at their own pace. If all of that stresses you out, get yourself a cute coffee mug. Make yourself a good cup of coffee. Go find some funny YouTube videos to watch. You can find some at Look at Life Project. If you know of somebody who's doing something really cool with their talents and they're making a difference in the world, please let me know. Send them my way. Send me an email at lookatlifeproject@gmail.com. I would love to showcase people who are doing good. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. I'll be here with a couple of jokes and a good cup of coffee, and we'll make it through. Okay? Okay. I love ya. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for being here. This has been another episode of What's in the Mug. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace. Bye. Ugh, this is gonna be rough to edit. A little mistake.